Hello, is this working? Okay, sorry guys. I was supposed to start. Oh, hey, I think it's working now. Okay, I'm new to using Facebook Live, so bear with me. Let me expand my video. Okay, so if you guys got my invite, we're doing a live ice cream science class today. You can get my free science journal from nuggetsofwisdom.com today for this class. You can follow along with me, and the coupon code is ice cream. All right, so if you haven't already, you can run over there and download it, print it out, and participate along with me. If not, you can always watch this video again later and participate along with me. So we are going to be making ice cream in a bag. And I have a giant bag with a lot of ice in it. So what you're going to need is about a gallon bag, about halfway full of ice. I put a lot of ice in mine today. And then a smaller bag. Mine is a quart size, but any smaller bag will work. And this is what we're going to put our ice cream mixture in. All right, so this actually takes a while to make our ice cream. So let's get started making our creations first, and then we'll go over our science topics. And I might read a Bible devotional later too. We'll see what happens. Okay, so what we need is half and half. If you have any allergies to half and half, you can use other things. I've had students use oat milk, almond milk, things like this. Half and half is just a little creamier usually for ice cream. It makes really good ice cream. And then we're gonna need some sugar, any kind of sugar. And I have some vanilla here. If you don't want to make your ice cream vanilla, guess what? You can make any flavor you want. I have some strawberry syrup that I'll be adding. And if you have anything else fun you want to add, like sprinkles, fresh fruit, chocolate chips, feel free to use your creativity and imagination. What is your favorite ice cream? Comment below. My favorite ice cream is mint chocolate chip. I've never actually made that kind though. That would be so fun. All right, so let's get going. In our small bag, you're gonna need 1 cup of your milk, or half and half. All right, so we're putting in 1 cup. And this experiment is all about the 3 main states of matter. So we're talking about liquid, solid, or gas. So we are going to see all of those things in our experiment today. Whoa, I filled this up really, really high. Okay, so carefully pour it into your bag. There we go. Does it look delicious yet? We have some delicious ice cream. Is it ready? So far, looking at our mixture, what does it look like? Is it a liquid, a solid, or a gas? So let me know. Let me know what you think. Let's add some sugar, because ice cream needs sugar. All right, we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of sugar. So I'm gonna get my tablespoon, I'm gonna put it in 2 times. 1, 2. All right. It all sunk to the bottom. So far it's looking not very appetizing. Now we're gonna add our vanilla, and I have like my tiniest little teaspoon that I have, my tiniest measuring spoon. This one is half a teaspoon, 1/2 teaspoon. All right, so I'm gonna put our vanilla in, 1/2 teaspoon. Trying to balance this. All right, here we go. Adding it now. All right, and so we have a few more ingredients. Did that change our state of matter? Is it a liquid, solid, or gas still? What do you think? And what is a liquid, a solid, or a gas? All right, so some examples of a liquid. Liquid, I feel like, is the easiest one, right? Liquid, we know it could be water. It could be coffee. It could be the ocean, a river, all kinds of things like this. All right, now once we have this, let's add fun things. Whatever you have that's fun. If you don't have anything, don't worry about it. All right, I'm gonna add a squirt of this. Bloop. making it strawberry. I'm gonna add some sprinkles, making it colorful and fun. Oh, I need way more sprinkles. I'm gonna have to open this up. Way more sprinkles. Here we go. Oh, too many sprinkles. Okay, when you're done with your ice cream mixture, this is a very simple but very important step. Please try to get as much of the air out of your bag as possible before sealing it. So I like to just fold it and then seal it. If it has a lot of air in it, it could burst open during your experiment. That has happened before. All right, so now we're gonna take our bag of delicious soon-to-be ice cream and we're gonna put it inside of our bigger bag. Smaller bag inside the bigger bag. All right, now here's our magical secret ingredient. What do you think it is? All right, it is salt. And why salt? Why do we need salt in ice cream? Are we putting it in our ice cream? Do you like salty ice cream? All right, so salt is super fascinating. We're gonna need a half a cup. So I'm taking my 1 cup and just filling it up halfway. And my salt is very big, huge chunks of salt. If you have table salt, use a whole cup, okay? Use twice as much. So if you have the bigger, chunkier salt, rock salt, use a half a cup. Got it? All right, so I'm putting it in. So salt is used all around the world. If you live in northern United States or anywhere where there's a lot of snow, you might have salt on your roads in the wintertime because it helps melt the ice and snow. But actually what it's gonna do to our ice cream mixture here is suck the heat away from our ice cream mixture and create a super cooling effect. So it's gonna make our ice cream freeze much faster than if we just had salt alone. We would be sitting here shaking this bag for hours on end without the salt. Now, I forgot to put this on my science journal, but here's a tip. Grab a towel, because this bag is gonna get super cold and we're gonna see some condensation and even some precipitation as our bag literally starts to rain. All right, so I'm gonna start our first timer, or like first before we get started, on our science journal, mine's already all wet. At 0 minutes, we already talked about kind of what it looks like, and right now it looks like a liquid. So you're just gonna mark liquid on your science journal. I'm gonna start the timer for 1 minute and start shaking your bag like crazy, okay? Let me start, set timer for 1 minute, and start shaking, shaking, shaking. I'm gonna mark liquid on my science journal, like this. All right, so shake, 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 shake. And I like to just move the ice all around the inner bag. So you don't even have to shake that hard, just kind of move it around. And you can wrap up your bag like a little baby. Wrap up your bag of ice cream. All right, so I'm trying to move the ice around my ice cream mixture. My bag is already so cold. Let me see. It's already starting to have condensation. I was wondering if it was raining yet. So that could be a whole nother experiment. You want to talk about the clouds? Okay, that's been 1 minute. Let's check it out. Do not open your bag. Just look at it right through your bag. And what do we see now? Okay, observe. I'll try to hold mine up. Make your observations. Is it a liquid, a solid, or a gas? And so right now, it does not feel like a solid to me. Some examples of a solid would be my desk, the wall, things that are pretty hard. All right, so what do we see in our bag? It still looks like a liquid to me, but look very closely. Is there anything else you see in our ice cream mixture? And I'll hold it up again. Very closely. closely. What are those inside of our ice cream mixture? If you said bubbles, very good observation. So what are bubbles? Is it a liquid, a solid, or a gas? We talked about a liquid, we talked about a solid. That leaves gas. So right now, hold up, we have two states of matter at once. All right, so we're gonna mark on our science journal, gas and a liquid. Gas and a liquid. Ba-bam! And get back to shaking. We're gonna shake for a long time this round. All right, ready? Set timer for 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Here we go, here we go. I'm gonna wrap it up in my towel. Another thing you can do is get a big bowl and shake the bowl with this inside of it. If you have someone with you, you can take turns. And if you get tired, just think about that delicious ice cream. It'll motivate you. Think about eating that delicious ice cream. All right, while we're shaking, and I'm just gonna keep moving it around. Hopefully you can still hear me over my loud bag. Okay, so matter, and just keep moving it around and shaking. Matter is the stuff things are made of. The stuff all around us. Everything is made of matter. All right, and we talked about the three main states of matter, being a liquid, a solid, or a gas. All right, so we also are already observing that something can be more than one state of matter at a time. So our ice cream already is a liquid and a gas at the same time, which is super cool. Not many things could be more than one at a time. All right. I see my ice cream in there. Look, it's already getting like a little brighter. And it looks pink and strawberry now. It's looking a little more delicious. So shaky, shaky, shaky. Shaky, shaky, shaky. Shaky, shaky, shaky. Shaky, shaky, shaky. Shaky, 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 shaky. All right, while we're still shaking, let's see, we still have 3 minutes left to shake this round. You can head on over to nuggetsofwisdom.com if you haven't already. Maybe I'll put that in the comments, actually. And I have live science classes that I do on my platform, teachmetruth.com. I'll also put that in the comments. I have a really fun class coming up this summer, actually. It's called Explosions. So every single class we do is going to have some kind of explosion, which I'm really excited about. Of course, we have volcanoes, but there's a lot of other things that can make explode too. So we're going to do all these live in a classroom. I think that starts like in June. All right, so keep shaking. I'll add those now. Doo, doo, doo. This is only my second time doing a Facebook Live, so Nuggets of Wisdom. Nuggets of Wisdom is where you can download educational things that you can print. And then Teach Me Truth has classes, pre-recorded, self-paced, and live classes. And they're all Christian. Both of these are Christian websites. All right, so there's those. Let's see how much time we have left. 1 minute. All right. Shake like you've never shaked before. And if you're at home, you can count backwards for me from 60. If I have any good counters out there. It's good practice. Oh, my arms are getting tired. Don't give up. Keep shaking. I can't wait to eat this ice cream. Whoa. Very exciting. My ice is really starting to melt too. All right, let's see. Okay. Good to go. Phew. Let's use our bag to cool ourselves off. Okay. Don't take it out yet. Observe it through your bag. Let's see what we can observe with our eyes. And our hands. What are we feeling? What are we seeing? We can't taste it yet. Okay. So mine is, I want to say it's super close. I don't know if you can see that. Is it starting to look good? It's hard to tell through this bag, right? And we have to look a little closer. Do you still see the bubbles? Do you still see bubbles in your ice cream? I see a lot of bubbles in mine, actually. All right, let me hold it up with my towel. My hand is frozen. I was trying to get it so you can see the bubbles, but it keeps moving. I don't know if you can see there. Little bubbles you can see in there. So our ice cream mixture still has bubbles. So it's still a gas. Is it still a liquid at this point? When I'm squeezing my bag, it's like half and half right now. So yeah, so it's still a liquid. So I think it's the same as our last pit stop. So I'm gonna mark, unless you've been shaking a lot. What if yours is done by now? Let me know if yours is done. Mine's almost there. Okay, so I'm gonna mark gas and liquid again. All right, gas and liquid again. And we're gonna start shaking for another 5 minutes. Go! Set timer for 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Counting down.
And after this 5 minutes, our ice cream should be done and ready to eat. Just imagine it, okay? It's gonna be amazing. But while you're shaking, I'm gonna read a devotional. Why? Because it goes with our ice cream mixture, which I think is super fascinating. Okay, so this is from one of my favorite books. I also have a Bible class where we do hands-on projects and things with a devotional. So this one is called Water, Water Everywhere. And keep shaking. You're supposed to be shaking right now. Don't stop shaking. Okay. Your Father knows what you need before you ask Him. So that's Matthew 6:8. That's the Bible verse of the week. It says, water. We use it every single day. We drink it, cook with it, and wash with it every day, right? It helps our food and flowers grow. We use it to fight fires and produce electricity. We even play with it in sports like swimming, ice skating, and snow skiing. Water covers more than 70% of the earth. Where's my earth? Wait, there it is. More than 70% of the earth. Keep shaking, don't stop shaking. And makes up about 60% of our bodies. Water itself is made up of two different elements, hydrogen and oxygen. Two atoms of hydrogen join with a single atom of oxygen, making it H2O. Have you ever heard that before? So you could call your water H2O. You can say, Mom, can I have some H2O? Or as we like to call it, water. The word water is usually used to describe the liquid form of this combination, while ice is the solid form. So that kind of gives you an idea of where we're going with our ice cream right now. And steam or vapor is the gas form. Water is a must-have for life. You can survive about 3 weeks without eating, but you can only go about 3 days without water. Water makes up your saliva, so you can swallow. It flushes the waste and poisons out of your body. It cushions your brain, moistens your eyes, lubricates your joints, keeps your body temperature balanced, and helps deliver oxygen to all of your body. Not only do you need it, but so does every single plant and animal on earth. Water is pretty important stuff. Maybe that's why God made it on the second day of creation in Genesis 1:6-8. Before He made any plants, animals, or people, God knew everything would need water. So He provided water before it was even needed. That is just what God does. He knows everything you need before you even ask for it or even know you need it. And he's already got a plan for what you need in the future. All right, and so here's our prayer. God, thank you for the gift of water and all it does for me. Thank you most of all for watching over me and making sure I have everything I truly need. Amen. Now this very little last blurb, and I hope you're still shaking your ice cream mixture. I hope mine's going to be done because I've totally neglected it over here. It's just sitting here. We'll see. That's another experiment. Will it freeze while it's just sitting here? I don't know. Water, or H2O, can be a solid, liquid, or a gas. All right, and it freezes into a solid at 32 degrees Fahrenheit. It boils into a gas at 212 degrees Fahrenheit, but under just the right amount of pressure and just the right temperature. Water can be all three. This is called the triple point. Super cool. All right, so I'm gonna keep shaking. Let me see where the timer's at. Oh, we only have a minute left. Okay. Ah, I hope mine's gonna be done. I might need to shake it a little more. All right. Shaking, shaking, shaking. Okay, and something that's really cool that I love to think about is the Holy Trinity, the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, is something that's kind of confusing for a lot of us because the Holy Trinity, it's like, oh, there's one God. But wait, there's the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. There's three parts, but there's one God. So I think that's really hard for us to sometimes wrap our human brains around. So think about God when you eat your ice cream, because guess what is going to happen? Well, I won't give away the secret yet. We'll find out in just a minute. Oh man, I really need to get shaking. Mine I don't think is done. Okay. It's so close though. Ah, shaky, shaky! Oh, no, the timer went up! Let me see if mine's done. Okay, and one other thing I like to do is see if my bag is raining yet. Precipitation is what we call when it rains. I have some drips coming down, but it's not really pouring. Usually my bag is like pouring, like a rain cloud. Okay, let me open my bag. It's time, I'm opening it. Mine could probably go a little longer. But, you know, it's not bad. It's really not bad. Okay, so another thing that's very simple that you want to do is take your towel and wipe off the top, because you don't want salt getting in your ice cream. That would be very disappointing. All right, so let me check it out. Actually, it looks really good. All right, so here's my ice cream. There's my sprinkles. No. So many sprinkles. So many sprinkles in here. All right, so the very last thing we're gonna do on our science journal, is it a gas, a solid, or a liquid right now? What do you think? Did you say solid? Pardon me while I sit here and eat my ice cream. Just eat it right out of my bag. Okay, so our final scientific findings on the bottom of our journal says, did you know that ice cream is actually a solid, liquid, and a gas all at the same time? So there's that triple effect, right? And so it's true. It has a combination of solid ice crystals, liquid fat from our half and halfer milk, and air bubbles. And so this is a really good representation of the Holy Trinity, right? So ice cream, there's one ice cream, but it's actually three parts all inside of here, and it's delicious and wonderful. Now, go ahead and mark your science journal. I'll put gas, liquid, and a solid, all three. And the very last thing, what does it say on here? Oh, my camera's backwards, so it's messing me up today. But it says, eat! What do you think happens when we eat it? Does it turn into a liquid, a solid, a gas? Does it stay a solid? And so we can take this state of matter and we can change it back to its original form. When we first started making it, it turns back into liquid when we eat it. All right? And so I would mark liquid right there. All right, I hope you guys had fun. That's it for me. Tell me if you made this experiment with me today. I would love to see pictures of your ice cream, and I hope you didn't freeze too much. And I hope to see you soon. So, Nuggets of Wisdom, coupon code ice cream for the Free Science Journal. See you next time. Bye-bye, everybody. Have a wonderful day.